Hello, everyone. It's good to be here. Welcome to the Advancement Center. There's so much pouring in at all times, and the feeling of trying to describe it can sometimes seem overwhelming. There is no description for stepping into the flow of your being, of who you are, of what you have come to do, of the feelings and the visions and the revelations and the things that you experience that you have always desired to experience. And yet knowing that there is always more, so much more. You know it because you can feel it. You feel it because you have seen it. Inside of your being, outside of your being, in every piece of life, you have seen the perfection of everything. And as you go further and further into the perfection, you find that it never ends. And each step you take into the perfection, you see for yourself that, yes, I saw this, I knew this, I desired this. And you're left with an overwhelming expansion of yourself, too big to contain in a form, in a room, in a planet, infinite, magnificent, surpassing every limitation that's ever been laid before you. I'm riding the wave out in the front, hanging 10 toes over the board, riding on top of the chaos and turmoil, letting it be used as the fuel to push me further and further into the future. The wind is behind my back with great force, as if something was pushing me to go faster and faster, right on the edge of crashing, but holding on until it simply becomes an exhilaration and you settle in with a wahoo, not knowing where you're going, but feeling like you're being pushed to lead the way to the future that you have been shown. Wahoo. So the answer to every so-called problem is to simply keep going forward. For everything you need is right in front of you, just a little ahead, around a corner, and just out of sight. But soon you will arrive upon it with great ease, grace, and peace as you tame the chaos and turmoil under the wave with your magnificent mastery of every moment in your physical life. Your magic is greater than anything. I am not against any way of life or any way you choose to live yours. I am not placing myself in any position of authority or in any way claiming to be an expert. You are your own sovereign authority, and in the end, you will only listen to that sovereign authority within yourself. I am just here to show you the all that you really are. Why I have chosen to do that, I have no idea. But oh well, here I am. We all have something unique within us that we can't explain. We came into this world with that something that we just do, something that we just have. It's so natural to us and so matter of fact that we don't even know we're doing it, have it, or are being it. When we look at others, we can see that something in them. And sometimes we'll ask, how are you able to do that? And usually the answer will be something like, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm not even aware that I am doing or being anything. I thought everyone was doing the same thing that you think I'm doing. When I look at what you're seeing, it doesn't seem special to me. It's just natural. It's just me being me. For some, it can be their relationship with nature or with the animal world. For others, it can be their relationship with abundance, and still others, their relationship with people. For some, it is the relationship with life itself, with beingness, and still others, the relationship with their creator and the world of spirit. There are many more examples that I could give of these unique traits, but I think you get the picture. Within your natural ability and your unique area of being, it's as if you don't think and respond to things like anyone else. These are your gifts. These are your abilities. This is your magic. And there is nothing that is more powerful than you and your magic. So you can go to the doctor or the dentist or a lawyer or a financial advisor or a tennis coach. I have done some of these things and I may do them again if led to, but you must know that your magic is greater than anything or anyone outside of you. Those people who may or may not be experts in a certain field are just like you. They just went to a school and got a piece of paper that says they are experts. They may have focused their attention in one area for a long time to meet a standard and gain far more of an understanding of the language, details, and methodology of their field than you, but they are by no means experts. The only expert is the one who can see all perspectives and all solutions at once, whose view incorporates every possible scenario, including but not solely dependent on logic, cause and effect, and science. But that view from the true expert also includes most predominantly spirit, intuition, the flow, angels, and of course, your creator and your magic. This view goes beyond the human limitations and understandings and includes all things as everything is a part of the whole. And by using this all-inclusive view, this one true expert is the source of the miracles that arrive at your door. Each and every one of our brains are fucked. And by that I mean they function solely on those characteristics of logic, reasoning, cause, and effect, which are linked and married to the fields of science, medicine, and mathematics, all the fields that we seek out for expert consultations. Our brain is a part of the equation to finding solutions, but just a part. But in our human existence, it has become the leader, and it does not incorporate those other characteristics of spirit and magic. It's not its fault. It was not designed to be the leader, but we have given it its lofty position, even though we can now clearly see that it is fucked. So, what do you do with a fucked brain? You just stop using it. You put it back in its place as a part of the whole, an important ingredient that the one true expert who can see every potential solution uses. And if allowed, sends that solution along to you, where if you are willing to receive it, you will most certainly have a solution to your circumstance that seems like a problem. Therefore, all you have to do is watch or listen and then receive. What I want you to know is that you are also the one who sees it all. You are also the expert in every field because you have access to it all, even though you don't have a degree. You, as a drop of water in the ocean that is source, and when fully connected and aware of that relationship, are able to see it all for yourself or see it all for others. This is the magic that you possess that no one can explain, for it is the grand mystery of you as an infinite, eternal, spiritual being, which can never be fully comprehended. There's nothing greater than your magic. Make it the focus of your existence, and you will receive every signal from the ocean, the source, the one energy, God, and you will be in the flow of all life. And you will be in a constant state of joy, excitement, and anticipation as those signals bypass our fucked brain. Sorry, brain, we love you. And enter directly into our spirit, where our magic lives to simply create miracles. This is the same. This is some powerful good shit, if I do say so myself. Cheers, everyone. Now go and celebrate this good shit. And always remember that there is nothing more powerful than your magic. You are the expert that you have been seeking. Freedom from the brain, freedom from the mind. What if you did everything without a need for validation, confirmation, self-esteem, or reciprocation? We all are wired for such feedback because we have forgotten who we are. From early childhood, the program kicked in, the program that says we are separate, that we are alone, that we must compete for attention, love, to be seen, to be heard, to be accepted, and to be acknowledged. It is the program that is set to start when the forgetting of who you are begins. This program is updated often, and as you get older, it becomes so strong that it runs your life. What do people think of me? Why don't people acknowledge me? Why don't they seek out my opinions? Is it the way I look? Is it because of my gender? Is it because of my race? Why don't they love me? Now the program is it in its full running capacity, as most of humanity has one or two of these thoughts every day. These are those that have come onto the planet who don't even know, excuse me, there are those that have come onto the planet who don't even know that that need exists, and they don't even have to battle those thoughts of I didn't get any recognition for what I did. Oh, maybe I shouldn't think that way. I don't need the recognition. Pride, lack of self-worth, then self-judgment, and back around we go over and over. But imagine never having these thoughts, never even knowing what recognition or the lack of recognition is, having no idea of the feeling of, I did this to gain something for myself. That's what these beings are living. They've never completely forgot who they were, so the program never got installed into their being. So they don't have any of those thoughts. They don't exist in their world, and they weren't supposed to exist in ours. I am speaking of beings who have walked in, who did not come onto the planet through a natural birth, and who did not go through the forgetting and then programming that almost all of humanity has gone through. Most of humanity has some craving towards recognition because of that program that takes advantage of the fact that you have forgotten that you are God, a drop of water that makes up the ocean that is God, a piece of the energy that is a part of the one energy that we call Source. And because we have forgotten this truth, we fight and judge and kill for the scraps of validation and recognition from those that seem to know more, those whose opinion we value, whose respect we crave, and whose acknowledgement of our stature we long for. These are the hallmarks of separation. And this is the human frailty that is present when our connection to who we really are is absent. The being that we truly are is laughing at us and saying, what a dickhead. He's God, and he's begging to be told that he's God. But then when you tell him he's God, he then makes the one who told him his God. Anyway, I digress. Fortunately, this is all changing right in front of our eyes as the energy that is here is slowly helping you remember who you are. This is taking the focus off of your humanness, where you encounter great suffering, and instead allowing you to place your focus on the things of spirit, which is where you truly live and where you know yourself, and where all human frailties and cravings begin to not only disappear, but more like they never have been. As you remember and then begin to know, it will be like you have gone back in time and rewrote the existence of every story that you had played out. You will exist as your true self, and everything will become clear as time and space and all reference fall away. And as I made that statement, I could feel everything change for everyone on the planet. We're being sucked through the eye of a needle, and the only thing that will pass through is spirit. You will be reissued your body, a crystalline body, on the other side in the reissued body department, so that now the true you of spirit will run the body and have a life in the physical that is so beyond the programming and conditioning that has produced a culture of comparison and craving for recognition and acknowledgement. Just imagine never having any of those thoughts that I mentioned earlier again. That, my friends, is freedom. It is something that we have carried along with us for millions of years, a burden, a heavy burden of proof that we seek from ourselves, a burden to prove our worth, to validate our existence, and to receive love. But today it has ended, for the energy is bringing with it your remembrance of you as the magnificent one, the one filled with magic, the one who never needs anything, for you are everything, and everything belongs to you. And it is here now for those that are ready, and it is at the same time coming for those who need a bit more time. And for that, let us all celebrate, for we know very clearly the prison of the brain and the prison of the mind, and to be set free from these prisons is truly worth celebrating. There are now tears of joy falling from the sky, and the angels are singing the words, now you know who you are. Now you know who you are. Now you know who you are. Now you know. Cheers to us all. We are on top of the wave. Hang 10, everybody. Hang 10. So let's go fly a kite up to the highest heights. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite. One more time. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go surf the wave and stay on top. Up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go enjoy our life. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. More good shit to make sure you can have a perfect life with perfect health and a magic future. I am David.